Thank you.
Thanks, Count Corla, and I fully understand the motivation of Sinn Féin in tabling the motion today. I think it was entirely appropriate, given that the no confidence motion was cancelled, that we would have a topic that discussed these justice issues. But again, like Deputy Wallace, we don't see any need to support a change in the terms of reference. And I have to say, and I'm not talking about Sinn Féin in this regard, some of the ignorance that has been on display over the past 2 weeks in the public domain and in here in relation to these issues has been absolutely and utterly shocking. The idea that what went on could have gone on without the knowledge of the Department of Justice, and people in here standing up and acting surprised about that, is an absolute condemnation of where they've been and their lack of engagement around these serious issues over the past period. A member of the public sent me an email yesterday where she said and reminded me of Abraham Lincoln's definition of a hypocrite, which I think is a very good one, when he said a hypocrite was the man who murdered his parents and then pleaded for mercy on the grounds that he was an orphan. And that's what we've seen here. People who are culpable in what went on over the past number of years, standing and portraying themselves as champions of justice and champions for Maurice McCabe and whistleblowers inside on Garda Síochána. I have to say it makes us utterly sick to witness some of it. Because let's be clear, I mean, Deputy O'Callaghan said that when the information came out in May 2006, we didn't know if it was true or not. We did know it was true. And at that time, Fianna Fáil chose to close their ears because it was politically expedient for them. The Labour Party chose to stand up full square 100% around Noreen O'Sullivan. And we warned at that time. And at that time, we were already on the record as warning Minister Fitzgerald that she would be brought down by the former Commissioner. 18 times before then, we had raised issues of the way in which Garda whistleblowers were being treated behind the scenes, despite what was being said in public. And these chickens have very firmly come home to roost. So I think it's completely wrong of people who supported the Commissioner full square at that time to turn around and blame, if you like, former Minister Fitzgerald for not acting on that information in 2015. The issues of the terms of reference and the role of the Department and the Minister was well articulated here in the discussions around the Commission of Investigation originally and what became the Charlton Tribunal. So I think it's utterly wrong of Deputy O'Callaghan to say it was unlikely that Justice Charlton would have investigate these issues. That's just wrong. Of course he was going to investigate it. The terms of reference specifically provide for it, and as Deputy Wallace said, we specifically wrote to him on the 10th of March this year and asked him to include them, but I don't think we needed to, because having seen him conducting himself in previous cases that he handled in relation to pyrite cases and so on, and being down at the tribunal, this is an incredibly capable individual. We don't need to tell him how to do his job. I think there's huge issues of dysfunctionality in the Department of Justice that will continue outside the scope of this. I think we need an opportunity in here more, and for that I'm glad that Sinn Féin did table a justice issue, but there's no need to extend the terms of reference. They're well provided for in this case, and I wish Justice Charlton well.
Thank you, Deputy Daly. Now